You got you guys saw that heat. The review of the Sean Witherspoon Asics Atmos is coming up right after this. Now, I have here an exclusive. Not too many people actually have this shoe in the world. This is a very super limited special edition Sean Witherspoon Asic Atmos collab. Now, this shoe was actually released about a couple weeks ago at the end of June. I think it was June or 26th, if I'm not mistaken. And the price was basically $164, but it was only exclusively to Atmos in Japan. So this is why this was super rare and extremely hard to get, and I'm glad to have it. It cost an arm and a leg, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta pay to play. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get a little further in depth with this shoe in a little bit. But before we start, I want to kind of give a kind of a look to this box, because it is a special kind of carbon recyclable box that they've kind of gone kind of with the theme. Now, if you look at the top of it, it has the Sean Witherspoon logo, kind of with the peace sign, which he's synonymous for, Atmos and Asics, because it is an Asics Gel 3. And then if you open it up, take out some of this, and you get a lot of cool insights into this. So it has a nice little message, and it's pretty long. The Gel Lyte 3 was born from hard work, consistent experimentation, and a bit of rule breaking. The sought to challenge the idea of what running shoe was at the time. Designs were initially rejected. The technology was unruly and difficult to control. But I'm a troublemaker. The colors we wanted didn't exist, so we mixed our own. I wanted to have fun and to trust my intuition. Every Asics shoe was built in world-class research and sports science. With the foundation of credibility, my team and I, the luxury to play around, and so we did. 30 years later, it's humbling to see the Gel Lyte 3 withstands the test of time. Working with Asics, I've learned to keep moving, keep progressing, to strive for first place. But as the chapter in my career comes to an end, I can't help but to reflect and feel the wave of gratitude. Here is to whether this is on your first Gel Lyte 3 or your 30th. Thank you to the outlaws, the kids who put imagination first, who think vibrant colors. Let's see what you come up with next. And but the dope thing about this shoe is it kind of incites the kind of way they kind of created this shoe. And this is my first Asics shoe. I've never had any Asics. I remember before this shoe, I was like, hey, let me, just go out and, probably go get some, try on some Asics. And I could barely find any Asics. So they're almost really kind of hard to even find. And also, the dope thing about this size, like, they are Japan exclusive. So you don't have any name tags. You don't have any price tags on the side, because they were Japan exclusive, so they're not going to have an American tag. As you see, I got a CM28, which is American size 10. So I just love this is like carbon recycled box. And also, another dope thing is that you can actually cut around the box to kind of pop open the lid, kind of like the Virgil Abloh, kind of how he did with the off-white ones. I'm guessing they want that effect to it. So, I just thought we should get into the shoe and read that message from the creators. And I seen the silhouette. I seen the video on YouTube about the creating what all went into design with Sean Witherspoon. It was interesting because it was all from the Japan side. Now, if you do not know, Atmos Atmos is a boutique in Japan that basically pretty much different. They're almost kind of like another Supreme, if you will. They collab with almost a lot of different other avenues of Supreme or Nike. They collab, but they also have their own stores and their own clothing. But they've teamed up also obviously with Nike. They're more known for their Nike partnerships, kind of with the Atmos Nike, because almost any Nike Atmos is just, it goes straight to the top far as sneaker reselling and prices. So that's what they're kind of what more put them on the map. But then they started to branch out to other different companies as well. And so this is how we have the Sean Witherspoon Asics Atmos. So I know it's kind of a handful, but you know what? We're gonna get into this shoe. And from my understanding, when the video that I saw, Sean wasn't in it because it was more from the Atmos side. But they kind of explained a couple things what I kind of really didn't know. I was just kind of impressed. Like, once again, actually, if you don't know, this is the 30th year of the ASIC. So like, this is my first ASIC. But the thing that made me kind of more hyped about this shoe was I remember this shoe came out when Sneaker of the Year last year, and Sean Witherspoon was on the Complex stage talking about this shoe, and I knew from then, I said, this is probably going to be front runner of Sneaker of the Year. Unfortunately, it does not have a US release date, so that is kind of the bummer. So that's probably why a lot of people kind of aren't as hyped about this shoe as the Air Max, not as his last Air Max shoe was highly coveted in 2018 Sneaker of the Year, without a shadow of a doubt. But let's get more into this shoe. Now, as you can see, this is a beautiful, vibrant color. And that's the dope thing that I love about the shoe. I kind of was on the bubble on getting this shoe because they're very expensive. They are an overseas release, so they were harder to get and more expensive to get. But the thing that I liked about the shoe was it actually came with a theme. And if you guys haven't been following me for a while, I am a huge lover of shoes with themes, whether it be a movie theme, a TV show theme, whether there's a story to the shoe. To me, that makes the shoe all more special, and all the more I kind of want to get the shoe. Now, what this shoe is, with this side or this color in, this basically represents the LA, because Sean Witherspoon is from he's not from LA, but his store Round 2, which is basically centered in LA, which is a kind of a vintage store and sneaker reselling shop, is all kind of based in LA. He's from Virginia, but this kind of coincides with the LA theme of the shoe. This is why the bright, vibrant colors that you would kind of see or think when you think of LA. So you got the blue going with the orange and going with the yellow Asics symbol going down the side. And another dope thing about this shoe is you can't see it from here, but I'm going to do a close-up. It has actually LA kind of right here on the side of the shoe. Kind of, you can get the symbolization of this is the LA shoe. And the thing I love dope about this shoe is that you can just take that off. That's fire. Like, things like that impress me. I don't care what anyone says. Like, that's just, it comes with an array of different colors, so you can switch them out with all the different sides, all the different. This is green, this is black, this is blue. You can keep in there, or you can probably put two different color ones. I'll probably put two different color ones on there. And they also come with pink shoestrings, and they also come with the Sean Witherspoon logo and symbol and the Atmos. So I'm just gonna stick these probably on here. I'll stick these on here. I just like to me, what got me on this shoe was the Velcro, and that this is all corduroy. Like, we all know Sean Witherspoon from the Sean Witherspoon Air Max 90s. That Air Max 97s, 90s, that kind of set the world on fire in 2018. So he kind of took that corduroy theme and made it his own again with the Asics and Atmos style. And I just love the combination and togetherness of how they brought the shoe really to life. Like, I mean, who would think to put Velcro on the side, which kind of embraces that whole kind of, I want to say, corduroy isn't an 80s thing, but to me, if you ask, that's kind of the feel that I get or remember when I see corduroy. I think of 80s, kind of, you know, that's the era that I think of. But also, what's dope is you get the Velcro with the corduroy, and you can change it out with the different colors. I mean, that's just fire. Like to think of that, like outside the box, and you can match up the different colors, or you don't have to have anything at all. You can match up all your different outfits, like, you know. And then I love the purple going in the Asics, and then you get the gel material. You can feel how soft it is. Now they say this shoe is extremely soft. I've tried one of them on, and it was kind of really soft. So like I said, this is my first Asics, and it's a gel 3, and the gel 3 from my understanding are the most softest. And the also interesting about the shoe is the tongue is actually cut out, so it splits down the middle. So there is kind of weird. Like, I wasn't expecting that. And also the dope thing about this is the sole of the shoe is basically velour, just like the Asics kind of. I mean, just like the Sean Witherspoon Air Maxes were. And as you go into the back, you have that beautiful teal-ish blue with the gel like 3 embroidered in kind of the different colors of the gel 3, and that yellow at the bottom, kind of that encased in that nice little plastic. And I love how they have the kind of corduroy kind of like cut out, and they got the gel kind of showing in the back. Just a fire shoe. And let's go to this shoe, the left. And the dope thing about this is, and I told you, and another thing I loved about Themes is, this was Sean's shoe. So he teamed with Atmos, so Atmos got to do their own shoe. Even though it's a Sean Witherspoon Asics Gel 3, this is the Tokyo. This color kind of represents the style in the streets, and the vibrant colors and streets of Tokyo. So this is why this color is embroidered in more of a purple, and a dark purple. And as you see, it has the red Asics, which you can as well pop off and change out, you know, as well. And this one has the going around, as you go around the back, it has more of the darker material as far as like the black corduroy kind of encased in that gel like, with the Asics going to the back as well. And I love the green as it goes around the kind of like, as you go around to the mid guard of the shoe, it hits you with that nice little kind of like turquoise-ish type of green, as it centers down to the side to the navy blue. And as well, it hits you with that good purple on the heel toe as well. I like, this is just a fire shoe. Just a fire shoe. Like, I'm glad to have these. I like these. Oh, that's dope. I just love like things that hang like that. So I mean, obviously they gotta come off, but but this is just a beautiful shoe. I'm glad that I got it. Like I said, it cost me a lot, but sometimes you gotta pay to play. And I just love the message, the theme, the kind of the recyclable box, but I'm not gonna throw my box away. So, but I just love, like I said, and touch that he added on this, and kind of the partnership and teaming of this Atmos shoe is, like I said, it's very rare. It's very exclusive. It doesn't have an American release date. I'm not for sure if it's going to get released in America. I kind of was hoping like, I'd wait. But the price have been steadily coming down on StockX and GOAT. Like, I've been like looking at them going back and forth. Luckily for me, I got these off eBay. That was probably like the cheapest price that I saw. And the guy actually sent them over from, I think from Japan. And they got here actually quick. He sent them off like Saturday or Sunday, and they got here in 2 days. Like, whatever express he used, like they said they were supposed to come tomorrow, but they came today. And I was like, whoa. So I'm glad that I got these, because sometimes the only thing I hate about ordering from StockX and GOAT, you may get a better deal, but the seller has to still ship them to StockX and Go, and then they ship them to you once they're authenticated. The thing I like about this, everything was authenticated. I asked them, we talked before, except they're 100% legit, and if they're not, you can always send them back. But I don't have to send them back because they're 100% legit. They're super hard to get. But with that said, guys, drop me those comments. What do you guys think of these Sean Wotherspoon Atmos Asics? Do you consider them to be a front runner of shoe of the year? Has he done it again? So what I'm going to do is, I have the original Sean Wotherspoon, so I'm going to do a comparison of versus, if you will, on what I think is better in my next video. But until then, if you guys like what you saw, please think about subscribing to me. If you love exclusive shoes, movie reviews, TV show, video game reviews, think about subscribing to my channel. I would highly appreciate that. Please give me a like if you like what you saw. Now, this is a very, like I said, hard to get to shoe, and I've only seen 2 other YouTubers with this shoe in America. A lot of them are overseas in Japan, so I'm probably like the 3rd person to have these, to post these, so I'm super excited. So I'm gonna hit you with some dope on feet, and also look for that comparison video coming up. What's better, the Sean Wotherspoon Asics or the Sean Witherspoon Nikes? Alright guys, until next time, Mr. Movie X Kicks is out. I'll holler at you guys later. Ooh.